What's up guys, my name is Izziel and welcome back to Smileyz Vlogz. Now today I specifically wanted to touch upon a few details and it's still on the topic of growing your YouTube channel. There are specific things, I mean of course, and then you see it all the time on like Facebook or things like that where people are asking what can I do to get more views or to grow my channel or things of that nature. Any pointers, any suggestions, things like that. And so I've kind of built like, I mean, at least in my mind, I've come up with some sort of like basic equations for each of the scenarios. Kat, you're in my video again. All right, fine. You can be in the video. No, you're being kind of weird about it. But regarding those things, so for me, at least from my understanding, and this is kind of what I've picked up, at least with doing my stuff, and then just kind of what I've seen with other people. And I could be wrong. It's definitely open to discussion, especially if you feel like you have a better general idea. I'd love to discuss that. You can definitely write that down in the comments. So being consistent. I guess that'll be number one, being consistent. So being consistent, in my thoughts, leads to retention. It leads to pretty much, if someone enjoys, I mean, if you enjoy anything, I mean, if it's right there, ready, it's reliably there for you to view, to see, to go back to, odds are you're more likely to go back to it. I mean, let's say if you saw something on a channel and you really liked it, but unfortunately that channel only uploads at random and you don't ever really know when it's gonna upload again, versus a channel that uploads every like Tuesday. So every Tuesday you're kind of probably amped to see that next episode to see, or that next video, and see the next part of it. Kat, you're really gonna keep doing this, aren't you? It's definitely a matter of retention when it comes to being consistent. That does not mean, however, that you're going to get more likes, get more views, get more subs because you're just consistent. It's one of the factors that you have to take into consideration, but it's not going to guarantee anything more than, if given the right scenario, retention. So there's that. Second is quality. Having quality content, again, is only going to really kind of, for me, quality is going to give you likes. If whatever it is that you're working on is something that people like, it's something that people will, putting it straightforward, it's something that people like. If you can look at it and be like, wow, I really like that. That was really cool, that was really interesting, that was really scary, that was really satisfying to watch. Whatever it really is going to lead to your quality factor, and that's going to lead to people liking what you do. That could be a level of how much you edit your videos, how the thumbnails you use, whatever you do to creatively make the quality of your videos that much better. It's really going to create that factor of how often you get likes. And of course, with each of these, they can be a little, they're kind of gray areas, but for the most part, you happy? Oh my God. For the most part, it's probably gonna be a matter of, it's gonna generate likes for you. It doesn't mean that people will come back and watch it again. Again, that's something that you're gonna have to be, if you're consistently putting out things that people like, then that's going to be what tends to get you, and that's where we go into, things like subscribers and how you get subscribers. But there's a little bit more to it when it comes to subscribers. I don't want to really get to that yet. Next would be how relevant is the thing that you're doing. That is completely what is going to generate views. How relevant is it? How much is it something that people care about? How much is it something that people are going to want to see, or people are going to want to people relate to? Like for instance, you're doing a video about something that is currently a main thing. Like let's say, for instance, like during the time period that Infinity Wars was coming out, and you started doing a bunch of videos about Infinity Wars. That's going to get a lot more attention because that currently has a lot of attention. It's not to say just that. Let's say for instance you do videos of like how to make your YouTube channel better. That's something that people are always going to try and look for. So logically, it's going to always be something that people are going to, it's going to get a lot of attention. Or, you know, if you're doing something like, hey, how to install your door on top of like a chair with like a ball underneath. Logically, I mean, unless you're specifically that one weird person who's looking for that, I don't think you're really going to find a lot of people searching that up. I mean, you can see it especially with, if you're somebody who does games, you do a lot of gameplays, you're going to see a difference, almost like a wave when it comes to the importance of that game. Because of course people are going to be searching more for that game. So that's pretty much, I mean, I'm not going to get too far into details on that one. It's just logically what's more relevant is going to lead to more views. It doesn't mean that you can't still do what you want to do. It's just a matter of you can do it in a way that makes it more relevant. You know, like if you're somebody who likes to do reviews on videos, it's not to say that you can't do reviews on videos, because reviews on videos are kind of interesting. But if you do, you're going to see a difference between doing reviews on videos with movies that are currently, you know, all out there, everyone's paying attention to, versus videos where no one's ever even heard of, you know? Simple stuff like that. So that's those two. So consistency is going to equal retention, quality is going to equal likes, relevant content is going to equal views. And to me, I haven't really come up with a set thing for subscribers, because in my opinion, there's a lot of different things that lead to it. There's like promotion that leads to it, because there are a lot of people who have situations where they promote things and they ask for subscribers, and of course, I mean, that's not bad. It's just a matter of, you know, once they get the subscribers, those subscribers also are probably only going to either be temporary, or they're going to be what I would call dead subscribers, meaning their subscribe number is there, but they don't watch anything, they don't like anything, they don't comment on anything, they don't view on anything, you know? So really, what's the point of even having the number? But you also have situations where if you're doing, you know, you have consistent stuff, you have good quality, your stuff is relevant, odds are that's going to start generating subscribers, because as time goes on, people are going to see that and they're going to want to see that more often, because it's that satisfying for them. So, if anything, I would say that having all of those things would lead to more subscribers, but there are also other situations that lead to it. Probably it fluctuates a little bit on importance based on, let's say if you have something where you're less consistent, but you have good quality and it's relevant, you'll still get subscribers. Probably not as many, but you can still get subscribers that way. If you're very consistent and you have good quality, eventually when your views catch up, because your stuff isn't necessarily relevant, but if your views eventually catch up, you'll likely to start eventually getting more subscribers as well. Just not as many views. If anything, if you're consistent and you have good quality, that's probably going to at least lead to you getting the same amount of views all around about where you have subscribers. So you can still function that way. It's just a matter of, you know, as long as you understand what does what and how to get where you want to get to, you could then take that path and start leading yourself on to where you want to go. Let's say you're in a situation where you feel like you don't get enough views. Start doing a little bit more stuff on more relevant things. If you're focused on not having enough likes, maybe there's some things here and there you can improve on as far as quality goes. And of course, if you're looking to add more retention, you're looking for, you know, more people coming back and doing it. I think that kind of ties in with like comments and things like that. You got to be consistent. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I did kind of go a little bit over what I was trying to with that, but that's pretty much it. Any feedback, any kind of like thoughts you guys might have, definitely please leave them below. And if I always lose myself at some point. If you guys really enjoyed that, please leave a like. If you really enjoy a lot of things that I do, please subscribe to the channel. The one thing that definitely I would say as far as a YouTuber goes, and a small YouTuber, that every new subscriber you get definitely makes you feel amazing. But don't let that get to your head and get any subscribers that are sub for sub or are just kind of just there just to be there. You don't want dead subscribers. It makes you feel happy when you see that number grow, but it's a lot better when you know that that number is growing, because that's one other person who looked at your stuff and thought, hey, this guy's pretty awesome. Or lady.